All right. Hello, my name is Timothy Elders, and this is my audio interview for the High School Hobos podcast. I am here with Mateo and Enrique.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So they're going to be interviewing me for this episode 1 thing. All right, start.
All right. Start off with some questions.
All right.
Okay. What's your position?
My position in the podcast is the founder. I'm the one that came up with the idea along with Michael, who you're getting an interview with later.
Where'd you get the idea, if you don't mind?
I have a contract with Spotify from about 2 years ago to make music, but since that career didn't really flourish, I was brainstorming with Michael, who's another member of the podcast, and he thought a podcast would be a good idea.
Well, that's cool. So, why this group?
I just chose people I know who are close, but also there's a deeper reason, as in we had a little group chat about 3 years ago in middle school called the Life Hobos. It was dumb. It was just to have fun. We were just going to talk, right? So I got the old members from that, minus a couple, and I decided, you know what, let's just bring it back as a rebrand, even though no one knows about the original.
Okay, another question. So you said you got the name from a group chat. Where'd you come up with that name originally?
That was actually a brainstorming session in Mr. Miller's class. Angela was just drawing random things, and she came across the name The Life Hobos and drew it. After I seen the logo, I decided that might be a fitting name.
Okay, cool. And are you planning to add any other members to this podcast?
Future members can be decided later. I don't really have any current ideas. There are some members from the past who don't really work with current members. So it would be a good idea if we kept it like this for a while. But, of course, we're going to have featured teachers and such from Clark to come on our podcast.
What other topics are you going to discuss on this podcast?
So pretty much this podcast is going to be just stuff we randomly think of. We can think about current events, I suppose, anime, but we save that for the end tonight. Scare away our normie audience really fast. We're just going to talk about relevant topics and whatever we talk about. It's just a comedy podcast. We just talk whatever we think of.
Okay, so what about after this school closes down? What's the plan for that next?
You don't gotta go too serious into this. You made me cry.
Well, it's good because everyone here listening.
When we split up as physically and we get away from the same area, I want to try and continue the current cast on Discord calls and meetups. I'm sure it won't be as easy as it is now, but I'm hoping that it could work out in the future.
I know this doesn't pertain to the interview, but what schools are you guys going to anyway?
I'm probably going to go to the writing school.
L. Why don't you move to Hammond?
I'm just not close enough. I can't.
I'm probably going to go to New Hammond School. I'm not trying to go to Whiting.
Yeah, I'm not headed
Yeah,
for
I
the
get
new
you.
one.
Yeah. Anyways, what's the schedule looking like right now?
This week, starting with this interview, which we're uploading on Monday, and then hopefully the rest of the week it should be looking very busy for us. But we usually record on Sundays, and we upload on Mondays at 5 p.m.
Well, I gotta go, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, so just be me and Tim now, finishing this up for the next minute.
All right.
So next question is, how long are each of these interviews going to be?
These personal interviews that are just going to be this 1 week will be about 5 minutes long. We don't want them to be too long. We have busy schedules. We're recording this at the last period of school. People have places to go, buses to go to, and not be late to.
In the end, we're actually just high schoolers, like
Yeah,
it applies.
we're just doing funny stuff. We're just being the misfits, I suppose.
All right, and since Enrique left, I'm going to have to ask one more question. What is something you want to tell the audience?
I want to know that this isn't just going to be a dead project if we stop uploading. People have lives. They aren't just objects to create content. It's very fair. People have lives. People have relationships they can go to. Personal problems. So I don't expect an upload every Monday, but hopefully we can get a good chunk of it. But obviously, if that doesn't work out, then it's fine in the end. But just don't think that this is a dead project because I missed one upload.
All right, that's crossing the 5-minute threshold, and that should be it.
All right.
Thank you for your time.